Hello everybody, welcome to another video. It's 24-hour readathon vibes, it's reading a romance in 24-hour readathon vibes, it's a buddy read with Chloe as always these days. I'm excited! The sponsor of today's video is somebody who definitely knows the value of a romance book, Book of the Month, a super popular and fast growing online book subscription service. So the team behind Book of the Month have the mission of promoting new and emerging authors and then helping to connect readers with those authors and hopefully with books that they will love. Me personally, like many of you I'm sure, love a romance, but of course I'm always interested in diversifying what I'm reading in terms of form, content, genre, author, all those types of things, and Book of the Month definitely helps you to do that. Each month there is a curated selection of new release titles, and those are the best of the huge number of books that the team have vetted. And by giving you those options with all those different genres, you can spend less time researching and more time reading. It is risk-free. You can skip any month at any point and you will not be charged. Plus, they have the best price for new release hardcover fiction. I don't know if you can hear my dog barking. He's obviously excited about this. For the festive season, they are running an insane deal in which you can get your first Book of the Month book for just $5. Honestly, a new release hardcover for $5, that's the magic of Christmas, that's the magic of Book of the Month. To capitalize on that deal, head to the link in my description box and use the code JOLLY. I am feeling jolly! This month they have yet another fantastic selection of 5 books plus this month's add-on. Aside from, of course, the fantastic price and the fact that Book of the Month are doing all that they can to support new authors, I think my favorite thing about Book of the Month is it really gives you that range. The options mean that you can play it safe and go with something you know you will love or a genre you're familiar with, like maybe you just want to pick the romance that month. Alternatively, you might be pushing yourself to try something new, maybe try a thriller, maybe try a non-fiction. It's a fantastic way to expand your reading horizons, which I think is something we should all be trying to do. The titles that stand out to me the most this month, definitely the romance pick, The Holiday Swap, Christmas romance. That's speaking my language. I think this is about 2 twin sisters who swap lives Parent Trap style, and maybe they fall in love with the other people involved. This cover, are you kidding? Olga dies dreaming. This looks fantastic, both aesthetically and in terms of content. Set in 2017, it's about Olga and her brother. I think it has a political focus as well, so it's both operating in that domestic sphere but then talking about that dichotomy between the personal and the political. Personally, I'm of the opinion that the political is personal. Throwback to the undergrad sociology days. That looks fantastic. I'm so into all of these, really hoping especially I can get to the Christmas romance this month. Another fun bookmark to add to the collection. Book of the Month, you have done it again. At the moment they do only ship to US addresses. I know a huge proportion, actually a majority of you who watch my videos are in the US, so I hope you can take advantage of the link and the code JOLLY to get your first book for $5 because you deserve it. Whatever you're celebrating this end of year, treat yourself. Speaking of treating yourself, I can't think of much better than buddy reading a romance with the bestie. Today I'm going to be reading You and Me on Vacation by Emily Henry, also titled People We Meet on Vacation. I think that's the US edition, and I think there is actually a difference or two between the two. I've got the UK version, as we typically get here in New Zealand. In the interest of full disclosure, I did not like Emily Henry's first book, Beach Read. A very popular and beloved book, like good for you. I don't get it. Good for you if you do. I don't remember specifics. I just remembered that I did not connect with it. I did not like either character, and I did not enjoy the tone, the voice, the writing. Basically, I didn't enjoy any of it, but here I am giving her next one a go. I'm trying to go in with very mediocre mid-range expectations, and we'll see what happens. So I will next see you when I am starting You and Me on Vacation. I'm taking a snack break because, no offense, I'm bored. Diet Coke is honestly the best thing in the world. I care about these chips and that Diet Coke more than I care about this book right now. Pausing reading for a moment because my birthday and Christmas presents to Chloe have arrived. So she's gonna unbox them and open them, and I'm gonna watch her do it on FaceTime because I want the full reaction. Hello. I'm about halfway through the book now actually, and that is mostly due to the fact that I have been speed reading, skim reading, zoning in and out and not really bothering to go back too much because I'm not really having a good time. In fact, scratch the really, I'm not having a good time. I am going to push through just because the speed reading is going quickly, and you know, I don't want to leave my sister in the midst of battle. Like, I'll go through it for Chloe, like be with her, we can hold each other's hands, like, but it's not fun. It's really not fun. And we were talking about how it has, I suppose, what is in romance, the sort of 3 key things wrong with it, which is where you don't like romantic lead A. Oh, someone driving past with loud music, good for them. You don't like the main character, or you know, one half of the romance. You don't like the other half of the romance. And then thirdly, you don't actually feel the connection between them. If all 3 are happening, 3 strikes and you're out. Like, 1 strike, you can maybe salvage it. 2 strikes, maybe you can get there. But all 3, it's just not the fun romantic time that I was hoping it would be. Having said that, I did not like Emily Henry's other book, Beach Read. Maybe I should have just listened to Past Caitlin and not hoped for the best, and not listened to the people who said I didn't enjoy Beach Read but I liked this one, because I just really don't know who I can trust anymore. And I'm outwardly may not look like I'm panicking, but I'm panicking a little bit because we did like a Twitch stream this morning. We were talking to everyone, all these people were saying Love Hypothesis is better than Spanish Love Deception, and like, if you're watching this and you feel that way, like, yeah, that's your right to feel that way, but like, it really just like messes with my heart and my mind, and like, I just don't really know like what world we're living in. I guess some people prefer the Love Hypothesis. I barely got that sentence out, to be honest. I mean, have I even read a good romance since the Spanish Love Deception? I read It Happened One Summer after the Spanish Love Deception. Okay, that was really good. I really love that book, and relevant because It Happened One Summer almost won Chloe's Patreon buddy read poll, but this pulled through, and I was literally just like, we could be reading It Happened One Summer right now, but it's fine. It's fine. We're not gonna dwell on it. I'm going out to dinner tonight, so there's something.
Fun.
Yeah. Perhaps the issue is that I just do not click with Emily Henry. To be frank, from the first sentence, from the first page, I was not in it, and I knew that I wouldn't get into it. Perhaps there's just a divide between the 2 of us, and that's fine.
Nope, a faith in Emily Henry.
Yeah. List of people I do not trust. So to summarize, Poppy, bit annoying. Alex, very boring. Their connection, not sensing it, vibing it, enjoying it whatsoever. Let's pray for a better second half, I guess, but I don't see my general demeanor toward the book changing. Yeah. Hello, I've hit the 200 page mark, still not having the best time, but we have got to the first point at which I'm like, good for you guys, like, good for them, I guess. Not like, wow, good for them, but like, good for them. Hopefully this won't be the only fun moment. Hopefully this means there'll be more fun moments ahead of me in the second half of the book, and maybe things will turn around, even if it's just by 1 degree. That would still be appreciated. We'll see. I spoke too soon. I genuinely think within the next page, or perhaps the next couple of pages, the most disgusting moment of any romance novel. Why would it be in a romance novel? Why would it be in anything? And I just know that the author was trying to present it in like a flirty way, and maybe in a like, I'm not like other girls because I can talk about this kind of stuff way. It's just not something I ever want my romantic characters to be talking about. Like, what? Like, why? I don't get it. And I think it leans into this whole trying to be really quirky with the characters or whatever. It's not cool. It's not quirky. It's not fun. It's just straight up weird. Honestly, Emily Henry, you're on my list. Okay, I'm now on page 222, which is also chapter 22. That's a bit of fun. Most exciting thing to have in this whole book, to be honest. I'm probably going to stop for now because I'm going out to dinner shortly and I just got some packages, so I thought I would unbox them. First up is a graphic novel. I actually started reading this online. I spoke about it recently in a vlog and I thought, you know what, I was loving it so much, I'm just gonna get the real deal. So I got volume 1 of Law Olympus. I just got the paperback version, but both the paperback and the hardback were really well priced. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh yeah, literally how gorgeous. Yeah, I think I read maybe the first like 13 or so installments online, so definitely haven't read all of volume 1, so I'm excited to properly do that and hopefully soon. You okay?
Sorry, I just can't get over the freaking Marilyn Monroe thing.
It's so gross, right? Chloe's at that gross point in the book that I was talking about. Yeah, if you've read it, the Marilyn Monroe moment, very much ooh. Another book I got is Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke. This is by Eric LaRocca and it is meant to be quite horrific. I think it's about these two women who meet in a chat room. A whirlpool of darkness churns at the heart of a macabre ballet between two lonely young women in an internet chat room in the early 2000s, a darkness that threatens to forever transform them once they finally succumb to their most horrific desires. Chloe found this and we were both like, whoa, because the cover, thank you, and obviously a horror story. It's very short too, I didn't realize. Since she brought it to my attention, I've seen quite a few people talking about it and saying that it really is super horrific. That's something I'm actually quite keen on, especially because I was recently somewhat let down by a horror book with that collection of short stories, The Dangers of Smoking in Bed, so hopefully this will deliver more on that front. Not sure when I'll read it, but since it's so short, maybe soon. And then I just got some fun accessories for my Nintendo Switch. So I got a case and some thumb grips for the controller. I have just like a boring plain white red clear case on it at the moment, so we needed to fix that. I found this super cute purple one with grapes and bunnies, and it's a nice bendable type case, which is definitely the type I wanted. These are the little Joy-Con covers too. And then the thumb grips I got from Geekshare. The pink ones are the grapes and the purple and blue ones are blueberries. No offense, we're putting this on right now. Speaking of the Switch, how good is the new Fortnite chapter? Anyone who's playing it, wow. Here she is. How cute is that? And the little thumb grips and the little bunnies. Exactly, little haul. I'm gonna go to dinner. Probably see you tomorrow, maybe later tonight, we don't know. Good morning. It is the next day. My dinner was super fun and sort of turned into a spontaneous partying on a Wednesday moment. I'm somewhat in recovery right now, feeling a little bit worse for wear, but we march on. I've had some McDonald's. I'm ready to get going and read more. I have just under 150 pages to go. I've spoken to Chloe this morning who finished it yesterday, and she said that there are some cute moments, like good for them moments. Not like dying over how cute it is or anything, because can you really die over that when you don't care about the characters and their connection? Not really. Looking forward to hopefully a few good for them moments and not expecting much else at all. Let's do it. New Zealand mention, Martinborough and Queenstown are in New Zealand. It's always very exciting for Kiwis when we see our country mentioned in any sort of art or media, because let me tell you, it doesn't happen too often. Having iced coffee, I've had painkillers, I'm pushing through the headache because hags like me can't have fun on a Wednesday and not feel it the next day anymore apparently. The book is still just so like, it is readable. I'm not having fun reading it, but at least it's not dragging really appallingly. Like, I am getting through it. I will finish it, and that's all I have to say about that right now. I have about 40 or so pages left, I think. We've had the classic third act conflict moment. Just like everything else, it was pretty boring. I'm not like super mad at it, but of course it was coming. Another trope actually that I really hate is when people finally get together and then there's the awkwardness afterward, like the next day or the morning or whatever, and they're both like pretending it didn't happen, and that's always just annoying. Excited for the book to be over. There have been a couple more lines where I'm really just left questioning everything as to why that was left in the book, why it was put in the book in the first place, or what was the reason. Yeah, I mean, there have been some good for them moments, but I can't put my full heart and soul behind those words or really call any of it stunning. Some of the lines are really nice, and perhaps in a different context, a different book, different characters, they would be stunning. Because I'm just not really feeling it and haven't felt it from the get-go, doesn't quite reach that level. This video is a bit of a downer, but I mean, that happens. That's life, right? Not every book is a 5-star moment. Time to finish it, I guess. My head hurts. Probably my favorite sound in the world, definitely top 3. It is with great relief that I tell you I have finished You and Me on Vacation. It's always a shame when you don't enjoy something, and I completely understand that watching people not enjoy things is not often fun. So I do apologise for the somewhat negative cloud that's been hanging over this particular video. That unfortunately just pertains to my experience with this book. There were a couple of cute moments, I guess, but it's that thing in romance where even if a line is cute, a moment is cute, whatever, if you're not feeling the book and the characters and their connection, the line can be the absolute most romantic, gorgeous thing ever and can still not move you at all because you're not invested. I think with romance especially, it's a genre where you really do have to be invested in what's going on and who's involved, all those things. If you're not clicking with it, if you're not feeling it, then it's never going to be a satisfying or gratifying experience. And that definitely holds true with this. Emily Henry is certainly not for me. As I've said before, I did not enjoy Beach Read, her other novel, but even I don't remember disliking Beach Read as much as I disliked this. I gave it 2 stars, as I gave Beach Read. I think the first half of the book was definitely sitting on 1 star, just from that personal preference point of view. This year in particular, I have definitely shifted toward rating more with the heart than with the head, being more subjective than objective. I'm enjoying that a lot because for a long time I really thought maybe The Great Gatsby and The Secret History are the only 5-star books ever written. So it's nice to really just straight up enjoy things and have your ratings reflect that. I'm enjoying being like, Spanish Love Deception's literally 5 stars, and it is. However, that then goes the opposite way, and while by no means do I think Emily Henry is a gifted writer, that sounds horrible, but this writing is just not special to me. It's not necessarily 1-star writing, but my initial enjoyment was in the 1-star zone. The reason it bumped up to a 2-star rating is because there were some nice moments where, you know, good for them, happy for them, I guess. And while it was a very long 350-page book, it is not the worst reading experience I've ever had. So I gave it 2 stars. It's probably more of a 1.5, but who's really counting? To alleviate some of that negative energy, I thought maybe I would finish things off by showing you the Christmas decorations that I've put in my room. You can see some of them here. So here in the TV area we have some lovely pink tinsel. Also look how adorable my new bunnies are. Chloe got me these for my birthday. And then here we have some more of the pink tinsel hanging over my books. And these super cute present bows that I have decided to just blue tack onto my shelves. And then I also have these really cute little tea light candle holders on either end. Much the same vibe over here. We have more tinsel. Hello cookies. Hello my little baby. And more of the pink flower star things. Honestly, I don't know that I'll ever take these decorations down. We have a king reindeer just chilling. Love him, he stays there all year round. And then across the top of my blind is a new gift I got recently from a family member. It's this beautiful wreath, and it actually has fairy lights on it alongside the pink flowers and baubles. I have lots of videos planned for December, so let's hope that I can actually deliver on that. I look forward to seeing you in those. Huge thank you once again to Book of the Month for sponsoring this video. Remember, you can go to the link in my description box and use the code Jolly to get your first book for just $5. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Lots of love.